Isn't this just a beautiful day for a ride? Also a beautiful day to take some skulls for the Amazons, cause oh my god, we got a battle here between me and my good friend Urbane Fantasy, who you should check out on Twitch, the link down below. So we've got Amazons, Hippolyta's faction versus the Argives. What's the battle plan gonna be here? Well, I'm gonna use my extremely cost-efficient shock infantry to try to just overwhelm the superior quality Argives. Well, their battle plan is just gonna try to be to grind my lobies into the dirt. What's gonna happen? Wait and see. Meanwhile, the archer skirmisher hero is already starting to fire. This is just one of the best, if not the best combat heroes in the game. Fire whilst moving, extremely fast mount, extremely flexible, and obviously missiles ignore shields. As you can see now, the Argive axemen are losing a ton of HP and men with every shot that connects because, hey, guess what? My arrows are so special, they actually ignore shields. On this side, Urbane is moving Savage Centaur warriors to try to get them to flank me, rear charge me, but I see that and I start moving my horsewomen. Horsewomen are gonna wipe the floor with Savage Centaurs. They're definitely gonna be a great use to me. Here we're lining up the infantry and we're gonna get a piecemeal engagement here where 2 units of Black Spears actually crash into one of the axemen here, so we're gonna start outnumbering them and doing massive charge damage. Meanwhile, his chariots are coming in. Not connecting quite yet, but the melee line is devastating the Argive axemen. There is nothing they can do. They took it piecemeal, now they're dying. Chariots are running through my Black Spears, but they're stuck. They're gonna break free and have absolutely no issue running through my Corinitas, and now they're intercepted my Amazon champions. Now, I didn't think this was gonna be much of a problem, but now it's time for slow motion. I changed the skirmishers to attack the reinforced chariots in guard mode, and I thought they were gonna do a lot of damage with the AP jabs, but instead, this is a classic Total War 101, what you should never do. The chariots are just gonna run and have a field day through my unprotected javelin line. Yeah. Doesn't sound really good, does it? On the left side of the battle, my infantry is just overwhelming the elites, while my hero is firing into the back of the Argive Swordmasters. These guys in Heroic Axe Runners are capable of doing so much damage, but here, I definitely got the quantity, and to an extent, the quality. Here, the center, slow grind fest, we're winning there. Here, thanks to the enemy hero, they're kinda gaining ground. The chariots are still just running amok through my missile troops. As you see, I'm firing into them. I'm doing my best to take them away, but they've done so much damage to me, it's just crazy. Meanwhile, my own chariots are connecting on the right flank, going into the Heroic Axe Runners. Because they're light infantry, they're just gonna get demolished. Now they're going into the Argive Swordmasters, who are not braced. Yep, Amazon champions are definitely gonna have a good field day here. And as you can see, the Black Spears are chasing the pretty cool Argive Slingers. I do not want to let this unit fire. If they fire on me, it's gonna be really bad if this ever reaches to the late game, so I'm just gonna try to run them down, and as you can see, I'm pretty successful at killing them, because hey, guess what? They're just gonna die. The chariots still having a lot of impact, and they're crashing into the rear of my Black Spears and Corinitas over here. So much damage, and that's pretty much like a gigantic throw on my part on that side. Meanwhile, I connect my Amazon chariots, and as you can see, they did a lot of damage just going straight through the enemy hero and the Argive Swordmasters. Renowned Axemen slightly losing, and I'm losing Black Spears and Corinitas here. They were just not enough. They're getting overwhelmed by the superior quality Argive infantry. The chariots in the center, however, are turning it back. I'm managing to do a lot of damage to the hero. Corinitas are holding on against the Renowned Axemen, and they're gonna be able to hold on here for a little bit more, as long as they're out. On the cavalry side, I'm decisively beating the Centaurs with the Horsewomen, but they're still isolated too far from the battle to give any impact, and my infantry in the center, it's been routed, and now it's getting chased down so it doesn't come back. Meanwhile, the left side, it's a grind fest. Technically, I was winning. Now my units are slowly starting to lose to the superior Swordmasters. Meanwhile, the last of the Singlers is getting chased by the Black Spears. Let's go back to the center. The center, fanatical Black Spears, fanatical Corinitas, they're doing actually really good into the Axe Runners thanks to the chariots, and now the chariots are finally running the last remnants of the Greek chariots down. Amazons 1, Greeks 0 when it comes to chariots, and Amazon chariots are absolutely disgusting. And as you can see from the impact damage, the enemy hero got routed, and I'm also shooting at him with the skirmisher archer. Insane hero, just no words for it. My cavalry's finally done with the centaurs. They're trying to move in now to clean up the enemy troops, get some decisive rear charges. But will it be necessary though? Because the chariots are just going head on into Argive swordmasters who are getting destroyed here. They're managing to charge with the axemen into my Coronitas, but I think it's too late for them thanks to the chariot impact. I'm starting to lose some models, but my chariots did their job. They were a little bit slow at the start, but they managed to kill the most important heavy infantry now and light infantry. And as it seems, they're going to be killing the Warlord Warmonger. Not a good day to be an Amazon hater, is it, nobody? Yeah, they're winning decisively, even if they're dying a lot. Yeah, just look at the tactical battle map. It's all over the place. Some units are still chasing my routers, but they're too far gone now to make any impact. Now the horsewomen finally come in for a devastating rear charge to seal the deal of this Argive infantry unit, and that is going to be GG for the Amazons. Now let's take a look at the kill score. Alright, so let's go from the start. I'll never say a bad thing about Skirmisher Archer. On horse, absolutely amazing, game-breaking hero even. Black Spears are insanely cost-efficient shock infantry. Yes, they're light, but they are capable of more than pulling their weight, as you can see in this battle. So much damage, squishy, but totally worth it. Coronitas didn't really do the best. Obviously, they're more of supporting a unit. They can do a lot of damage, don't get me wrong, to armor targets, and they have a very nice support buff that's very situational, but when active it can make a difference, but in this battle, not really. The Sword Masters just wiped the floor with them, and some of the Argive Axe Runners just destroyed them. Huntresses, honestly, this could have been the throw of the century. Luckily, they were in guard mode and they shot at the chariots and they actually did massive damage to the Greek chariots, but it didn't really matter because my huntresses just ended up routing, so it was kind of an even trade. Horsewomen destroyed the centaurs and came back into the battle, but by the time they were free, yeah, I mean, not much impact left. At least they tied down the centaur runners from completely destroying my backline. And Amazon champions, yeah. This unit, pretty disgusting. When it comes to the Argive side, the Warmonger did fine. He was fighting in melee, on foot, supporting his troops, and he did smash through some of my Black Spears and Coronitas like no problem whatsoever. Argive Axemen, these guys didn't do too so hot. Renowned Axemen, Swordmasters, just look, they were butchering Black Spears and Coronitas left and right. Renowned Axemen and Argive Swordsmen are pretty great. Heroic Axe Runners also did quite fine on flanking, but most of them got devastated by the chariots or by getting 2v1'd by Black Spears, so it is what it is. Argive Slingers? Yeah, chased, dead, just like the Centaur Warriors, a thing of the past. Reinforced Chariots though, as we've seen, disgusting. I made a mistake. I exposed my units thinking they were actually able to kill the chariots fast enough, but they weren't, so the chariots got insane value from my skirmishers and insane value by rear charging my center. At the end of the day though, they still died, and it seems that the Amazons are reigning supreme. I do wish that they could be more missile cav focused. I believe that Black Spears need a rework along with some other infantry and skirmisher units, cause Amazons on Hippolyta's side are playing a little bit one-dimensional, but they're really good at what they do. Anyway, that's it for this battle. Until the next time, well, what else can I say? Get ready for a lot more content.